Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and today we're going to be doing a full office/room tour. Now, for around the last 2 years, I've been working out of the same space. Now, it's basically the lounge of my 1-bedroom flat, and in regards to the overall space and size, it fits me perfectly well for what I need to do. Don't get me wrong, when I've got all my lights and everything all set up, I may occasionally trip over a wire every now and then, but just in general for the space and the kind of videos that I produce, it works perfectly fine. Now we've got 3 main areas. We've got the entertainment wall, as I would call it, the sitting area, and then also the desk itself. Now obviously some of it is a little bit more important than the rest, so let's get this out of the way. This is my sofa, this is where I sit, and that's kind of it. On to the next section. So next up we have the entertainment section, which is basically where I keep all of my toys, props, and the TV itself. And you've probably seen a ton of this in the background of videos here on the channel. As you can see, I'm a bit of a fan of Funko Pops, and you can probably see that, so let's delve in a little bit deeper. So as you can see, first off we have this trolley to the right hand side. Now I'm able to move this around the space, and I just have some camera stuff on there that I may need on a regular basis, in terms of different lenses, lights, straps, SD cards, and all that sort of stuff. I then have some retro cameras just below there, and I'm not any sort of collector or anything, but I do really like these ones specifically, so I do keep them on display all of the time. Next up then we do have the actual TV unit itself. Now pretty much all of the furniture that's going to be in this video is going to be from IKEA, and I'm going to try and link as much of it as possible down below in that description. So on top of there we have the TV itself. Now this is a Hisense 43-inch TV, and that's kind of it. It's not necessarily the biggest TV in the world, but it does support 4K, HDR10, and honestly I don't really watch too much TV. Now the only things that I really do watch is streaming services like Disney+, Netflix, and Amazon Prime Video. Again, we do have some other Funko Pops on the top here. These are just some random ones, and we do also then have some gaming controllers at the front. I have my Xbox One controller for games on Windows, and then the Stadia controller for the TV with the Chromecast Ultra, and anywhere else where I play Stadia like my iPad Pro, Pixel 5, and obviously my Imac. And then we move to the bottom of the TV unit, which is just full of Funko Pops. Now as you can see, I do have a fairly big collection. It's not the biggest out there, but taking into account the ones in the TV unit and on the shelves, which we'll get to, I've got a pretty good collection in my opinion. The top row is basically all of my, I would say, favourite figures. We do have the original Turtle figures, the new Blacklight Marvel collection, and then also the brand new Turtle collection on the right hand side. Below that we've then got all of my special edition ones, so some of these are and some aren't worth any sort of money, but overall I'm a fan of the special edition ones. Some of them are very unique looking, so again keeping them all boxed and just in a kind of safer area. To the left hand side of the TV unit we have just a basic scenery area. As you can see in the background of a ton of videos that I've done here on the channel, you just got some fake plants, a Fallout figure, and then the batteries for my Canon camera that I'm currently using, and that's pretty much it. Now onto the shelves above the TV, and this is where I've got all my Funko Pops that I like to keep out, and this is where the majority of questions come in regards to what Funko Pops I've got, how many I've got, and just in general people wanting to see the collection. Now this isn't a full collection video, this is more of a setup tour, but I'm going to let you know exactly what I've got. As you can see here on the bottom shelf I do have a ton of Marvel Pops. Now again, I'm not necessarily a collector, but I do really like a load of the Marvel options that are available right now. I've got a massive Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the background there, along with the Ghostbusters house, and then some turtles from the original cartoon series from the NECA collection. Above them, we've then got pretty much all of the pops you're going to find in Endgame, so you've got the Iron Spider, Captain America with Thor's hammer, and then we have some random ones in the back in regards to the 6-inch plus models. Now on the top shelf again we do have some random Funko Pops. We've got some from The Simpsons, Fortnite, and again Marvel, and then some really detailed characters from The Walking Dead. Now The Walking Dead is probably my favourite TV show. We're on the last season now, and I'm not a huge fan of the direction that it's going or has gone recently, so for me it peaked in maybe season 3 and 4, so again if you do want to watch The Walking Dead I would definitely recommend it, but I'm not sure how it's going to end and if it's really all going to pay off. And then we've just got some pictures up as well as a bit of artwork here, some old comic book covers from the Fantastic Four, and that's kind of the overall environment when you're looking at the TV itself. Now again, like I mentioned, I don't really spend a huge amount of time actually watching TV, so this is really mainly for those backgrounds that you're going to see here on YouTube. It's not necessarily the most practical of all of the stuff that I've got there, but I think it looks pretty cool. I do also have some RGB lights. Now you've got one under the shelf itself here. Now this one again can be controlled by your phone or by Google, and then I've also got this light strip that my dad made me. It's pretty good and it basically floods the room with colour. You've got 3 floodlights on there which I'm able to actually control again with my phone or using the Google Assistant, so it's really good, really handy, and if I do want to get any sort of lighting situation I need, then I've kind of got everything that I need. And then we move on to the actual desk itself, and this is where I basically make every single YouTube video, shoot a ton of B-roll, and this is where I spend the majority of my time. So if we work it from left to right, on the left hand side we do have some props, and again just some things to make the background look nice. I have the staple in YouTube lights, the Thomann light with the long Edison bulb. On the right hand side is where I have my blue Yeti microphone, and this is where I record all of my audio, including the audio that you're listening to right now. And again, we've got some more Edison bulbs. I just really like the way that they look on the actual desk itself, and again the warmer light just looks really cool and adds something to the background effect as well. We've then got some more NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now these ones are extremely detailed, they're from the movie, they look absolutely incredible, so I'm going to see if I can get some really nice B-roll shots to put in the background here as well, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Again, we have some fake plants from IKEA. I'm a massive fan of plants in the office environment. For me, I can't really look after and keep alive a real plant, so pretty much all of the plants that you see here are going to be fake. And now onto the main editing machine, and this is going to be the iMac 4K 21-inch from late 2017. Now it's got a 3.4 GHz quad-core Intel i5, 8 GB of RAM, and a terabyte of storage on a super annoying Fusion drive. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't the newest or most powerful machine out there, but it's what I need for editing my videos on for Final Cut Pro. It can easily edit and play back 4K videos and does everything that I need without any problems at all. I do also have a Windows partition on there as well, so if I want to jump onto Windows and play some games, I've got the option to do so. The iMac is on this stand. Now it's just a cheap stand that I got from Amazon to raise the machine up for better viewing angles. There are some graphic novels underneath in terms of Marvel Civil War, some other Marvel stuff, and The Walking Dead. Again, a nice little selection. The desk itself is of course from IKEA and uses the popular kitchen unit on top of 2 Alex drawers that most people are using these days. It's extremely sturdy, there's no sort of middle support leg or anything, it's a solid piece of wood on the top, and overall it's a really nice desk. Yes, it's not the most conventional in regards to a standard desk, it's extremely long, quite deep as well, but it's really nice. Now I've got a large amount of area on the desk as well, so I do have a large desk mat there. It's got the Apple keyboard because again I am an Apple user, so for me there's not really any sort of mechanical keyboard or any other keyboard that I found that works as well or as seamless as the Apple keyboard. Now I do have the Logitech MX Master 2. Now I haven't got the Master 3 yet, as I may do it later in the year, but these two work extremely well together, so I don't see a need to upgrade. My gaming peripherals are of course more gamer focused with a mechanical keyboard and a wired Logitech mouse. We've then got my Logitech Pro X gaming headset just on the side here. Now it's on a really cheap hanger, but again does the job perfectly well, and I do also have the GT Player gaming chair. Now some of you may or may not be a fan of gaming chairs because they do look very much like a racing chair. Some people don't find them very comfortable, but this one for me is actually really nice to sit on for those long periods of time for editing video, working or gaming. And again, yes, it's not to everyone's taste, but for me it's extremely comfortable. And that's pretty much going to do it guys for this video on my office/setup tour. Now if you guys want a more in-depth information on anything that I've spoken about in this video, let me know in the comment section below. Again, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so, and once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.